Hi, I'm Sophie. I've been a Christian for just over a year now, and I'm new to Viewfield Baptist Church.
How would you say God had brought you to a saving faith?
He definitely plucked me out of the New Age rather than me choosing to leave the New Age. I was into the New Age for about 20 years, psychics, crystals, Reiki healing, shamanism, plant medicine ceremonies, you name it, I was into it. I was talking to a spirit guide in November 2018 during a shamanic journey, and this so-called spirit guide told me, "You're about to get seriously ill, trust the process." And during that time of illness, for about 2 months, I was trying to sort of solve the problem using all the New Age techniques. And I was getting absolutely desperate, and I thought I was going to lose my job and going to have to go and live with my parents, and everything was just completely crumbling around me, and I felt so poorly. Anyway, this Bible that somebody had given me a year before was on my bookshelf, and I had this irresistible urge to pick it up. And I started to read it, or try to read it, and I couldn't really get on with it. So I put it down, and then the next day it happened again. And because I was poorly with this dizziness and everything, I couldn't really read very easily. So I decided to go onto YouTube and look at Doreen Virtue's testimony, because she was huge in the New Age. She was the angel card lady. Anyway, she turned to Christ in 2017 and renounced her whole multi-million-dollar business and everything. And I watched her videos, and through watching her videos and other videos of ex-New Agers who'd all turned to Christ, after about 3 weeks, I started to think, there's something in this. And so I prayed to God, and I said, "God, if you're real, I need you to show me. I'm so confused right now. I don't know what's real. I just want the truth. I just want you." And that night I had the most vivid and powerful dream, which I won't go into because it was all symbolic for me, but basically it showed me very clearly that I needed to get out of the New Age. And then the following evening I had another dream where Jesus Christ's face, with the crown of thorns dripping with blood over his face, just went, it just came into my vision and woke me up. And I knew that Jesus was real. And then I immediately threw away all of my New Age objects, my shamanic drum, my rattle, my crystals, my Buddhist statues, idols, everything. Got rid of it all, had about 6 bin bags worth of stuff, immediately stopped all my practices. Still hadn't actually repented by this stage, but went to a local church, not Viewfield, but a different one, and basically came to Christ during that period of time.
So Sophie, how would you say your life has changed since you've found faith?
It's completely changed because I don't do any of the things that I used to do, all the spiritual stuff, the New Age stuff, that just ended immediately. I've lost a friend or two from it. My friendships have definitely been affected. However, even though being a Christian isn't necessarily easy, it's definitely the best thing that's ever happened to me. I now find that if I'm upset about something, I can just go home, get on my knees, pray, have a good cry, and I always feel so much better afterwards. And I do get answers from prayer, and I do get nudges and things from God.
On a practical level, Sophie, how do you walk with God daily, and how do you worship him?
I love to sing hymns to him. That's the thing that really uplifts me. If I'm feeling really low, guaranteed, if I sit down for 20 minutes and sing some hymns to him, put the tunes on really loud and sing, at the end of that 20 minutes I've got my hands in the air and feeling really uplifted. And also, one of the things that I have learned is that sometimes if I do that and I don't feel uplifted, that's okay too. It's not necessarily all about feelings, but it does uplift me. And I try and read the word every single day. I don't always manage. I often fall asleep at night time because I'm tired, but I'm trying to switch my routine around so that I can do that in the mornings now. And sometimes I'll just pray to him if I'm sitting at my desk at work, if I'm washing up. I've realised it doesn't have to be on your knees, formal, in a church. You know, God's with us all the time. And, you know, I've felt his presence at the most unexpected, ordinary times, and not necessarily when I've been in a church praying with other Christians, although I have felt his presence there too. And so what I've learned is that it's about having a relationship with God. It's not just about following a load of check boxes. It's about having an actual relationship with him, talking to him, pouring out my heart to him. And that includes saying things like, I'm really angry right now, or I don't understand why this is happening, but ultimately I do get a peace from that prayer time with him. And I just want to say that he's so real. And sometimes you can't necessarily feel him, but he doesn't actually come away from me. It's me that goes away from him. So if I can't feel him, it's because I've walked away from him temporarily, but that relationship's always there, and that's just lovely to know. He's so faithful.
What would you say you've learnt about God from starting a prayer life with him in the way you just described?
Well, he definitely answers prayers, even little tiny things that you don't think are really important to him. He does help with things. I was feeling a bit lonely after losing some friendships and feeling really isolated, especially with all the lockdown happening. And so I prayed to God and asked for some local Christian fellowship. And really quickly, I became very good friends with some local Christians from Viewfield Baptist Church. And they've been a lifeline to me, and they're my sort of best friends now. And it's just been wonderful. And that was a prayer that was certainly answered. Plus, through other friends, I've made other Christian friends, either through Facebook, who I actually talk to regularly on the telephone, and we're becoming really good friends. So I am having answers to prayers. I don't know how people who don't have a faith in Jesus have coped during this whole lockdown period. I mean, I'm approaching Christmas time without my family. I haven't been able to socialise with people. I've been very lonely for a long time now, as have everyone else. And if it wasn't for Jesus, I think I would have gone quite mad. And I just know that Jesus is always there for me, and he's going to uphold me throughout my whole life, no matter what's going on through thick and thin. I know that he's there for me, and it's just so beautiful and so comforting to know that Jesus is there, and that I'm saved, and that I've been pulled out of the pits of hell, not by my own doing, but by God's grace alone, and all glory be to God.
Sophie, hallelujah.
Hallelujah.